You
You're live,
guys see
Joanna.
my beautiful, oh, we're live? Okay.
Yeah.
I was just about to show my birthday gift off. Um, it's back there. You see, Diana? It's right there.
Oh, uh-huh. Looks good there.
Welcome everyone to tonight's sacred divination. I am Tawana Yvette, also known as Thunderbird Rising, my Native American name, and I am the mother of the Sisters of Trinity. We welcome you into our space. We thank you for being here. But there's a few things though. Some housekeeping first. Number one, we offer tarot, oracle, pendulum, and dowsing rods. Now, I don't prefer tarot, so I won't do tarot readings. And my pendulums, my bag of pendulums, and all three boards have gone missing. So tonight I can only offer Oracle, which I've got 80 decks, so I'm sure we're covered. And dowsing rods. Number two, if you get a reading, let's say you get a tarot reading from Diana, you cannot request the same type of divination from another practitioner, meaning you could not then turn around and ask Sonia for a tarot reading. I should have brought my rules thing up since Sophia's not here. Please be mindful of practitioners' energy when asking questions, especially as it surrounds sensitive topics like the passing of a loved one. That can definitely affect our energy. So just please ask first if it's okay. This way we can keep all of us up and running for the whole show, right? For the whole session. I'm looking to see. Yeah, I can't find it.
I was going to say consent.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We have to have your consent to do anything. So please, by all means, please, when you are requesting a reading, say the type of reading you want and which practitioner you want to do that reading. You can't say just anybody because that's not spiritual law. The law of consent says you have to share with us which one of us you want to read you. Diana, what am I missing? I'm missing something.
They have to let us know what type of reading, what they want us to use, and if it's a
Yes.
general or if they have a specific question.
Yes. And then there was something else.
They can also request the triple goddess reading, which is all three of us
Yeah.
doing the reading for one person.
Now, if you request a triple goddess, then that's it. You can't request another type of divination aside from that. And also it is sacred use policy that you be logged into the Sacred U website versus asking questions on YouTube. We can see you on YouTube. Diana, Sonia, and I do our best to make sure that we can see who's on YouTube. And right now there's 3 people, which is probably us. So please, please, please log into the Sacred You website as a guest. You're not joining, and put your question, your comment, your request in the chat. If there happens to be an overflow tonight, if there's a lot of people tonight, then I would ask that you withhold the triple goddess if there are a lot of people, because then other people don't get their readings. Otherwise, have fun. And even if the message is harsh, know that we're giving it in love. And oh, the last one, that's what it was that I was remembering. Thank you, Mom. Any practitioner reserves the right, if they get a feeling that something's not right, or that there is a malevolent energy present with you, to decline the reading. So, me as the mother of Trinity, I'm passing it off to Diana.
Hi, I'm Diana, also known as Dee. I am the crone of the Trinity Sisters, and I do pendulum, dowsing rods, tarot, and oracle. I'm glad everyone's here and look forward to a good night. Sonia?
Hello, everyone. I am Sonia. I am the maiden of the Trinity Sisters, which means I bring in new energy, new ideas, always bring the laughs. And I offer tarot, oracle, pendulum, and dowsing rods. And as a reminder, dowsing rods and pendulums are yes and no questions only. So keep that in mind when you are identifying your particular question or specific question for a pendulum or dowsing rod reading. And thank you all for spending time with us and being open to receiving messages.
Gratitude, gratitude. That was the other thing I forget. So gratitude, my dear sister. So Christ May, is there anyone waiting?
Um, no one has left a message yet, but we have Debbie on the website and
Debbie?
Sean Hickson on the website. If you'd like to get a reading, please leave a comment on the post and let us know.
We know both of them.
Oh, I was going to say, because I forgot, for those of you who are signed up through the free, you don't have to sign up every time. You can just sign up once and then log into the Sacred You website.
So no one has left a comment yet. Maybe Trina wants to get a reading?
Yes, please. My pendulum roulette says a reading from Tuana again. Thank you.
Ding, 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 ding. I am the winner. Angels, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides, otherworldly beings, deities. Yes, ma'am. I hear it. Those that are there that want to see Trina's highest good. Trina, you got an interesting combination of decks here. Soul contract, spirit guide, spell casting. I do not like this desk.
What you going to say, cards?
Hmm.
I thought you were going to say cards.
Oh no. I love my desks. I don't like this desk. It's not as big as my other one. I lost space. I thought I was going to do well with the monitor riser stand that's permanently affixed to there, but I lost about a foot of space by doing that. So I don't like it. It's okay. I'll get another one at some point. Okay, Trina. They want to talk. It's for me. Now, I just picked some stuff up from there, and right under Trina's card was an amethyst crystal.
Oh, nice. It's to soften the blow.
No, it's not bad. And I'll tell you which card it was under when I'm reading. That's crazy. Those are over there. And it wasn't there a minute ago. Weird things are happening. I'm missing a whole pendulum bag and boards. I keep them in the same place. Okay, y'all, can we stop dropping them on the floor? Unless you want me to find a check down here. Or a winning lotto ticket. Bridge card 1. Bridge card, please. Did you see that? I asked for 1 bridge card and about 6 came out. I'm only taking the ones that were up. That's another thing I don't like. You can't see on you can't see my desktop, and I don't like that when I'm doing readings. I like you to be able to see what I'm doing. Is there anyone else on there yet, Christ May?
You're muted, Grace-May.
Yeah, Debbie's on the website, but she has not left a comment yet. She wants to get a reading.
From she hasn't said from who or what type. Probably from Diana, I guess.
Not yet. She hasn't left a comment yet.
And what about Sean?
Sean is already offline. Not sure, I think. Yeah, he's not on the website anymore. Only Debbie.
There it is.
Debbie, if you'd like to get a reading, please let us know in the comments from who and what type of reading you'd like to.
All right, my love, Trina. So we have the Ask Your Guides deck, the Soul Contract deck, and the spellcaster oracle deck. I call it the witchy, one of the witchy decks. And in the Ask Your Guides deck, hold on, I'm being led to look at something. Interesting. I'm adding up the numbers on, wow, on,
Fine.
okay. It's gonna make sense at the end. It's gonna make sense at the end. So, first card is creativity. Okay. Time for you to play in the dirt and refresh the home and do whatever it is that you love to do to be creative. It's almost spring, right? The weather is warm there now. It's time to emerge with your creations. Okay. So it's time to tap into that solar plexus energy, is what I just heard, to bring about that creativity. The next one is pleasure from the Joy Guides. And you see how she's standing up, ready to receive? I want you to remember that posture at the end, okay? But it's also time for you to invite more pleasure into your life. So, and that doesn't have to involve another human or anything like that. It could be pleasure painting with no bra on. It could be gardening and
Socials.
in your jammy. But it could be social if you so choose it to be. It doesn't have to be. The next one is intervention from the helper guides, okay? And there was something that was sent to hit you, but as you can see, there were rings of protection around you, and boom, it cannot touch you. They intervened on your behalf before you even knew what was going on. What's in your head? Because I'm reading you right now. I'm watching you think. I'm looking
Yeah,
at the wheels.
coming out of something really strange, which is good. The sense of a sense of clarity, freedom, um, weight lifted.
Good, good. The next one is decisions with your higher self.
Mm.
So, but if you notice, she's pointing to her throat and embracing her heart. So, time to make some decisions around what's here and what comes out of here. The next one is leadership. And this isn't the first time you've got this card. Maybe not from this deck, but you are made for leadership. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go out and build women's circles and do all that stuff. But you are a natural born leader. People are drawn to you like we are. People respect you like we do. And you're born to lead. You were born to lead. You're not meant to be a wallflower.
Yeah, I've been suppressed for a while, which was, I think that making one smaller leaves us susceptible in more
Yes.
areas than one as well.
Yes.
So that's the clarity has shifted that.
Yeah. And the last card from that deck is support. You have support. Use it. I know you may feel alone sometimes, but you have support. See, she's standing in the hand. So there are some of us here that would hold you up in a second, that would literally just drop whatever we were doing to hold you in the highest of light.
Thank you. I withdraw. It's a theme with me until
Yeah,
it's good again.
yeah, that's understandable. It's understandable. I used to have what they call in America SAD, you know, they have a name for everything here, which was seasonal affective disorder, basically wintertime blues. Until I realized that's normal, because we're not supposed to be trying to work and do all that stuff during the winter time. I was going against my body's natural rhythm.
Roots down for winter.
Yeah, yeah. So now we're in the soul contract deck, and we have serenity within. Find serenity within yourself. It is the unshakable foundation for facing life's challenges. And the sun just got super bright behind you. And if you can see how beautiful these cards are, this is one of my favorite decks because the cards are so beautiful. But when you do go within, find that peaceful place. Don't allow this to ruminate. Find that peaceful place within. That home within your home. Where you feel safe. Where you feel at ease. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I created some choices yesterday. Some things had to go. So this is good and timely.
Good, good. The next card is Universal Hug. Feel the universe wrap you in an embrace of unconditional love. Let this energy of warmth and acceptance restore and uplift your spirit. And if you look on here, there's a single red rose, that's my mama, and a bunch of doves.
Oh.
The next card, Stardust Memories, which is where the amethyst was
Oh,
with
healing.
this card. That's why I was like, what? You are made of stardust. Recall your origin to find your soul's true home. And there was an amethyst crystal that should have been over there in that bowl that I have not touched in a week, right here with this card. So when we're done, we're going to look up which planet is the amethyst related to. And your last card from that deck is Portal of Mystery. Portal to the unknown calls you. Embrace this mystery to discover new opportunities and profound revelations. And honey, when that door opens, scooch on through it. Because I know what's on the other side. Get on through it. You're going to be really happy. But you're about to find out what's on the other side. So we're in the witchy deck, and we have the Justice card. Lady Justice. And there's a situation that that's happening, that has been happening. Justice is coming in. So for the person who decided to where did it go? Here, that one. Throw some stuff at you. That's what they're getting. They're just due. Your second to the last card is talent. So just like leadership, you've got an extraordinary amount of talent. Extraordinary talents. Wisdom and experiences. It's time to use them. And your last card, which I told you the portal of mystery matched up with, prosperity. There's so much gold shimmering down, it's hard to get the card to be seen. But if you trust your guides enough and your ancestors who are there for your highest good, because I know we don't always have the ones that are there for our highest good, to walk through this door and take the chance of being seen, you have nothing but prosperity ahead. So I hope that gave you some answers.
Thank you. Yeah, identification, confirmation, and clarity.
Awesome. I love it. I love that. That made me happy.
Thank you.
Awesome. My pleasure. My pleasure, Trina. Always for you, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Christ May, is anyone else waiting?
Yeah, we have one from Debbie. She said, I would like an oracle reading from Dee, just a general reading.
And while they're doing that, I'm going to look up which planet is associated with.
Also, Sophia would love a general oracle reading from Sonia at some time, please. Thank you.
Oh, there they went on the floor. I guess they like this deck. I haven't used it before, so I guess it's approved. And right now, the Oracle deck I'm using is Seasons of the Witch. And I'm also using Unknown
I'm
Situation.
sorry. I was saying you couldn't hear me singing it because I was muted.
I switched to the Cosmic Energy deck. Let's see what we have for you, Debbie. Okay, the first card that popped out of the Seasons of the Witch Oracle is Potions and Spells. A pinch of this, a dash of that. Be sure you're sure before you call. This is talking about decisions. Make sure you look at it all of the aspects, the good and the bad of any decisions that you're going to make. And you also have Owl. Behold sight, O ancient ones, for there is a magic in the darkest of places if one dares to open their eyes. So this is talking, I've got a new camera. This is talking about owls are wise. So even though things seem grim right now or depression, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to look for that light. Sometimes it's just a tiny spark, but that spark will grow. You also have grief. It is but a mere glimpse of nothingness hidden away deep within the chambers of your mourning, in the red clovers birthing lost illusions. So this is telling you that even though you are grieving at this time, don't think of the good memories, keep those in your heart, but don't dwell constantly on what you've lost, what could have been, and start living again, living your life. Okay, from the Cosmic Oracle, Energy Oracle, we have friendship. Cherish friendships. They are the harbors for your. So this is telling you to lean on your friends, your community, for that support that you need during this dark time that you're having. You also have harmony. Harmony is a beautiful melody in relationships. So this is talking about getting along with others, yes, but also finding that harmony in yourself, loving yourself, respecting yourself again. That's the harmony that you need at this time. And you also have confidence. Believe in your worth and abilities, which also goes with that card of harmony. You're very intelligent. You're a very loving person. Don't lose sight of that. Believe in yourself. You do have things to give this world. And also you got prosperity as your last card. Prosperity comes from handwork and a love for life. So all of these cards together are talking about the depression, the darkness that you're in right now, but telling you to live again. Make the decision to live again is what it's telling you, Debbie. And I hope that resonates.
Thank you.
I just have one more deck to shuffle for Sophia, and then I'll be ready. I wasn't sure if there was anybody else. Hmm.
Debbie said, thank you so much.
My pleasure, my friend.
All right, Sophia, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, as I love to do, well, so you actually got 2 affirmation cards today. And then I pulled from the Sacred Ancestor Messages, Future Higher Self Oracle deck, and then the Moonology Oracle deck. And so with your affirmation cards, first one, well, they actually came, well, yeah, the first one that flipped over says, today I am powerful. Today I know that I have the power and wisdom to accomplish everything I choose to do.
Thank
And
you.
then the one, yes, you're very welcome. And then the one that came out right after that was, today I believe. Today I will see the miracles and love surrounding me.
Nice.
And so from the Sacred Ancestor Messages, your first card is Ritual Keeper. Mark important transitions in life. Honor these moments, for they help you connect with the divine and bring you spiritual insights. So celebrate sacred traditions.
Okay.
The next one that came up said, Great Leader. Lead with integrity and others will follow. Justice is understanding both sides and making decisions that honor the greater good. Seek balance in all things. So what I'm getting from this is like, remain objective. Especially in situations that involve like people that you know and have relationships with.
Yeah.
So just that reminder. And then the last card from that deck was Future Visionary. See with more than just your eyes. Look beyond the immediate and open your heart to the long view. Intuition reveals the truth.
Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And then with your future higher self, embrace what you've learned and cherish your experiences because they are divinely fated. Noticing the theme with your reading today. So that's the first one. And then your last card from this deck was, your dreams are never farther than you can reach. And so your last deck, which is the Moonology card.
Sorry, I had to laugh. Dreams are never. I can't reach very far.
Hey.
So they're just there.
Right. But think further than your fingertips.
Yeah,
Landing. Right?
I was just
That means they're pushing it closer to you. So
I go, well, they can't reach very far, physically.
yes. And then with the Moonology Oracle, the first one was, what do you need to release?
Oh, bloody hell. Everything. A lot.
Mm-hmm. So sounds like some cleaning of house, cleaning up things. Getting that detox ready. Yeah.
We're on day 9.
And that last card, surrender to the divine, which is why I laugh, because literally in 3 of the decks, there was mention of the divine.
Yeah.
And then your affirmations, right? I believe, I am powerful. What man, Keenan Ivory message.
Thank you, Sonia.
You are absolutely welcome. My pleasure. Hopefully that resonated with you.
It did indeed. It did indeed. Mm.
No one else left a comment.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
No one else? There is someone else?
No one else.
No one else.
Uh,
Okay. You want to do a triple goddess collective to end?
Sure.
Now, are we doing just Oracle or combo, whatever you're feeling?
Doesn't
Whatever
matter.
speaks to us.
Whatever you feel. Yep.
Okay.
Mm.
Are either of y'all ready yet? You want me to go first? Okay. All right. Well, I have quite a message for the collective tonight. I have like 12 cards out here that they threw. Okay. I have the King of Wands here, and that's someone who knows what they want, and they're very passionate, and they have plans of how they are going to be abundant using that passion. But you also have the Page of Wands in reverse. So you're hesitant for some reason to start this venture or pursue this passion. You're doubting yourself. So you're holding back, you're stalling, basically. And you also have the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups could be a new love coming in. It could also mean a new partnership, not necessarily romantic. So you're holding back, but you do have a new partnership coming in that could have to do with your passion. And you also have the Empress. So even though you're worried, you're in control. You're very intelligent. You know how to get what you want. You know how to manifest. So you are the Empress in these cards. But you got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And that's telling you you're juggling too much at one time. Stop trying to do too many things, because you're going to get pulled off track. You're going to be distracted, and you're not going to be able to concentrate on your end goal. You also have the Hierophant, but it's in reverse. Don't be afraid to tell people or let people know of your knowledge. I mean, you can teach people, you can help people, but either someone has told you that they don't believe what you're telling them, or they don't believe you know what you're talking about. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to any of those negative people. You have the Five of Wands. So you have been battling either friends, family, people that don't see your point of view. You've been having arguments with them. But you have the Knight of Pentacles also, which is talking about material success, financial, jobs, money. Now, the Knight doesn't come in blazing and in a rush. So this is coming, but it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be fast. It's going to take some work. You have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is also an action card. Swords are air energy. So let those ideas out into the universe. Manifest your dreams, because that is a start, but you need to put the action in it for it to manifest. You can't just sit and do nothing. You also have the Eight of Cups, which the Eight of Cups is abundance from all of what you've been doing. It's emotions. It is love. You have the Eight of Cups. So don't look at what you don't have. Look at what you could have. The Eight of Cups also talks about not seeing the big picture, being kind of depressed, but it's there. You just need to emotionally invest. And then the last card is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is looking forward to your future. So quit worrying. Quit listening to people who say you don't know what you're talking about. You know what you need to do. take the action to start it, and you will be successful. I hope that helps.
Sonia, you want to go next?
I can, yep. So I also did affirmation cards, which 3 came out. And then I did a tarot pull and 6 cards came out. So I thought it was very interesting. Yeah. So I'll start with the tarot and end with the affirmation cards. So the first one that came out is 7 of Sticks. And if you can see the picture, it's a man with an alligator head fighting off. And so this is the first one that came out, and it's like stand your ground. And be confident, right? You may have heard me say this, but like saying with your chest or staying 10 toes down. But like I said what I said. This is not the time to falter. Standing on business. That's what this card represents. So then followed by 4 of Knives. So while doing that, right, is this balance piece of standing your ground, but also resting and taking time to evaluate, take inventory, right, as you're defending what is going on around you. Slow and steady wins the race is what popped up. After that, 6 of Coins. And if you see the picture, so there is, I'm not sure if it's in other places, but there is a wives' tale or thing like if your left hand scratches, that means money's coming in. And as you can see, she's holding $2 bill, which is a sign of luck, and she's scratching her hand. So like debt repayment. So basically coming into money, some sort of abundance, but also like that reminder, right, not to overthink or overindulge, right? Like you have money or in abundance coming to you. And so this is followed by Aunt Caroline. And what she represents is like, what is for you to really think about what has happened. That means fate is involved. And so things are happening for a reason. It was fated to happen in the way that it happened. And to think about it of how do we turn this into a teachable moment, right? How do you turn this into an opportunity? Also, something that comes to mind for me is like things played out for a reason, and then choosing your next move wisely with that, which is interesting because followed by this with Strength. And what I'm getting from this card, right, is the in combination with the 7 of Sticks, right, standing your ground, but also being smart. Like this is chess, not checkers. So being very strategic in how you moving forward, right? Knowing that what has happened up until this point is fated. It played out the way it was supposed to. And then how are you going to choose to move forward given that information? And the last card that came up was the Son of Baskets. And so this, to like wrap everything together for the tarot reading of like that creativeness and right, that strategy, the whether that's keeping your friends close, enemies closer, right? All of that, and like being mindful, right? Be strategic in your movement and how you make moves and how you plan things. And with the affirmation cards, the 3 that came out, today I will not be critical. Today I will not be critical of my appearance or actions. I am perfect the way I am. Followed by today I will breathe. Today, as I face challenges, I will call a mental timeout. I will consciously breathe with my eyes closed and focus on slowing my inhalation and exhalation. And then the last card is today I trust myself. Today I know that I will make the right decisions to maintain a happy and healthy life. So hopefully this resonated with the collective. That's my reading.
So I was drawn to 3 decks, the Fortune deck, the Spellcaster Oracle, and the Voices of the Soul. I'm going to start with the Voices of the Soul deck. The first one is a warning message. So there's something, someone, somewhere you're not supposed to be. Somebody in your camp that's not right. And it's time to give them the old boot. And don't be fearful. People come, people go, seasons, reasons, lifetimes. One of my most amazing friends in this world taught me that, and I will never forget it. Reasons, seasons, lifetimes. People come into your life for a reason, they come into your life for a season, and then there are those lifetimes. So this message of warning is somebody's in your camp that can't be trusted. The next card is fears. It's time to dissolve them. Somebody in the collective has a lot of fear and it keeps them paralyzed where they are. Fear of judgment, fear of going places, fear of loss, fear of shame, fear of I can keep going. They just keep popping up in my head. All the different fears. So it's time to face your fears. Look in the mirror, which is the next card, the mirror effect. To face your fears. There's nothing to be afraid of. We were all born with our own story, our own gifts, our own everything. And fear has no place in being a spiritual being, having a human experience. Fear has no place in spirituality at all. We are to fear nothing except big flying roaches. We can fear those. But nothing else can be feared in this world. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that's guaranteed in this life is death. So fearing swimming, fearing water, fearing whatever. It's a past life memory that you need to deal with, get it over with, and move on. But we are not to fear anything. Miss Ma'am, no. We are not to fear anything. Unless you're Lotus, then you need to fear me. The next one is repression. Someone's repressing a lot of emotions, a lot of things. And that's not the way to go either. Throat chakra as blocked as anything because you're too afraid from the fear to speak your truth and speak it honestly. And like Sonia said, with your whole chest, 10 toes down. Stop caring what anybody thinks. Stop. It doesn't matter. They don't matter. If somebody can't respect you, then they're not for you. If they have to question everything you do, they're not for you. If they have to judge you, they're not for you. The last card, respect. For me, respect is a requirement. You disrespect me, that's your one-way ticket out. I've let a few people back into my life from a few years ago, and one of them is already back out because there was disrespect. And I don't tolerate that anymore. You're not going to disrespect me. The next deck is the Fortune deck, and the first card is Judgment. Soul searching will bring inner peace to many areas of your life. And that goes back to what I was talking about. The fear of judgment. What is the worst that anyone can say or do to you? Do these people pay your bills and provide nourishment for you? If the answer is no, then who gives a flying fudge? I was nice because I saw Sophia's head pop up. The next card is luck. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. So now we're turning around a little bit. If you stop the fears, stop the judgment, stop the shame, stop the guilt, stop the repression, do your mirror work, stop the all of the nonsense, you have good opportunities coming to you. But you can't receive them in that condition. It doesn't happen that way. The universe doesn't work like that. You cannot receive good when you're so scared that you're bottled up and you don't want anybody to see you and you want to remain small. You can't receive that way. First of all, you're like this, so you're covering your heart space. We receive through our heart space. So until you're like, yes, I love life, not happening. The next card, which is the very first card that fell out on the floor, is the Lion. She's always got to put herself in it somehow. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the Lion and charge ahead significantly. I'm going to read that again because she told me to. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the Lion and charge ahead magnificently. Loyalty and protection, two of the strongest character traits that there are. And charge ahead, meaning full steam ahead. This isn't the Titanic. We're not going to run into an iceberg, or we might, but we'll deal with it. But it's time to move forward with those optimistic goals. Time to go forward after you face these fears. Last card from the fortune deck, the Eagle. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. Okay? So it's letting you know that, hey, look, we got some good stuff waiting for you. You just got some work to do. And the final deck is the Spellcaster's Oracle. I don't know why I can't ever remember it. I just call it the Witchy deck. Transformation. So clearly you're going through a transformation. Clearly. But in that transformation, it should bring you peace. Okay? Transformation doesn't bring you nastiness. Transformation doesn't bring you more things to feel guilty and ashamed over. Transformation does bring you peace. The next card is inspiration, because that's what comes with transformation, is all of a sudden you become actively inspired to do this, inspired to have that experience, inspired to help this demographic of people, inspired to speak your truth, inspired to own your truth, because there's a difference in speaking it and owning it. Inspired to do something different, inspired to move across the country like I did. With transformation comes inspiration. The next card is willpower. Okay, it takes willpower to fight your fears. All right, We're not going to lie about that. I was on a flight one day, and I used to be afraid to fly because we were almost in a plane crash when I was 10. It was on the news. They had cleared a jet 30 seconds too early, and the air pocket between the takeoff and us landing made it so that the plane bounced and we started flipping and flopping, and the pilot lost control and the nose went up and down, and all of a sudden I came out of the bathroom thinking we landed, because I had one of my mama used to always be, you better go to the bathroom, because I'm not stopping nowhere for you to use the bathroom. We're getting off this plane, getting our luggage and going home. So I went to the bathroom, thought we landed, and this man grabs me and tackles me down, and my mother fights a flight attendant to come and get me. So I had a fear of flying. And my daughter used to sit next to me because she used to, every time the plane would bounce, she would see me grasping the two armrests and my knuckles would turn white. So she would just rub my hand. There was one flight she rubbed my hand for the whole 2.5 hours because we were flying through a lightning storm from Orlando to Atlanta. I made the active decision 2.5 years ago when flying to Atlanta in bad weather. I will not fear on this flight. Like, it was storming when I left DC. It was storming all the way to Atlanta. No matter what happens on this flight, I will not fear. And that willpower, I was chill. I went to sleep. Had never happened on a plane before. I had never gone to sleep. I went to sleep. It was cool. Not afraid of flying now. Love it. And the last card is protection. Number 1, protect yourself always. And number 2, know that you too are protected. So I hope you guys enjoyed our sacred divination hour and 11 minutes. It is now 9:11. And I apologize for us going over. And I hope we brought you some clarity. And we will see you next week, same time, same place. Bye, everyone.